And now we're gonna see the Java database connectivity API, and we're gonna review the example that we did, the display author. So here we have from lines 1 to 6, so we are importing. So import the JDBC interfaces and classes from package java.sql. So as you can see, and we are gonna run it. So this is pretty much the final result, but just going a little bit into depth. Here we use the package java.sql. Now in line, let me see, line 12, so we have the static final string database underscore URL, and inside of the double quotes we have the JDBC :mysql :/localhost : and this is the number. So, and I get this from, if I go to my SQL, so I open my SQL and I'm gonna right click it here in localhost. It says copy JDBC connection string to clipboard. So I just left click it here, and for example I can go, let me see, I can put it right here, and that would be it. Okay, so that's the way I get it. So let's save it now. But yeah, this line 12, the static final string, declares a string constant for the database URL. This identifies the name of the database to connect to, as well as the information about the protocol used by the JDBC driver. Okay, now we have the method main. So we have the method main that is going to extend from line 15 all the way up to, let me see, all the way up to 78. Okay, so this is the main method. Okay, the main method that connects the books database. So let me see, that connects the books database, queries the database. Let me see where we have it. Here I have it. Let me, authors. So authors is the MySQL is the scheme, and the database is books. So let me see. Oh, here is where we query. So select author ID, first name, last name from. Well, in this case, let me see. Books is the schema, and authors is the table. So books is the schema of the database, and books is the schema or the database, and authors is the table. Okay, so it connects to the books database, queries the database, displays the results of the query, and closes the database connection. And we do it through the connection, statement, and result. So here we have the connection, the statement, and the result, and the first words are with the first letter, uppercase letter. So connection, uppercase C, statement, uppercase S, result, uppercase R. And as you can see, result set, it follows the camel notation. So we have the connection, and then just connection set it to null, so manages the connection. We have the statement set to null, result set to null. Then we connect to the database, book and query database. So we have the try and catch. Here we have process query results, establish connection to the database. So we have the connection, set it to the driver manager that get connection. So here we have the database URL, and so pretty much we use this, the database URL, comma, we have the user, we have created this in previous videos, and the password is the same. Then we create a statement for querying database. Okay, so statement set to connection that create a statement. Then we have query database, that is gonna be result set to the statement that execute query. And inside of the parentheses we do the SQL. So we do the query, select author ID, first ID, last name from books that authors. Let me just go into my SQL. So let me see. me see, that's correct. Oh, and that's not correct. Let me see. Let me see what it was. Okay, find me. Let me in. So here we have the books database, or schema in this case. So my SQL name is schema in the table, so we have author. So as you can see, we have the columns, author ID, first name and last name. That's the reason that these are the columns: author ID, first name, last name, from the schema of database, that is books, that, and then the name of the table, that is in this case authors. Okay, so we follow that. Let me see, we have the result. Yeah, we have the result set metadata result set that get metadata integer number of columns, and we are setting it to the metadata that get columns count. Okay, what else do we have here? So let me see. So connecting to the database, so we create a connection object. So this is the connection object. This is the connection object of the package java.sql referenced by connection. So referenced by connection. Okay, an object that implements interface connection, manages the connection between the Java program and the database. Connection objects enable programs to create SQL statements that manipulate databases. The program initializes connection with the result of a call to a static method get connection of class driver manager. So get connection, where is this? Get connection. Okay, so I get the program initializes connection with the result of a call to a static method get connection of the class driver manager. This is the class driver manager package java.sql, which attempts to connect to the database is specified by the URL. So this is the URL. Okay, method get connection takes 3 arguments. Okay, it takes 3 arguments. The first one is the database URL. Okay, it takes 3 arguments: a string that specifies the database URL, then we have the user and the password. Okay, so a string connection that specifies the username, and a string that specifies the password. The username and the password, we said it like in previous video.